Hi guys, welcome to Manhood Explained. My name is Camille. Today is 30th of April 2020. Welcome to video number 125. Today we're going to talk about what do we really want from each other. Because that was the question that my friend stated to me. And interestingly enough, I haven't even had time to talk to him because he's in Poland. He's starting the day right now. But he sent me, I think, kind of handmade questionnaire that he asked few people, and he basically asked what is the thing that you look in the person, like what guys are looking to girls and what the girls looking into us. And it's kind of interesting because I thought it would be great to talk about because it depends who you are and where you find yourself in life right now. I find many people losing a grasp about this subject, and this is what I want to talk about today. So he sent me two photos of the results of the questionnaire that he did, and he asked guys what are the three major characteristics that interesting woman should have, and I want to concentrate on the first three. And guys said that three most important are that she's loyal, second that she's intelligent, and three that she's smiling or funny or happy. And when you look at what ladies said, because the question was basically the same thing about interesting guy, what do you look in interesting guy, what the interesting guy should have. And what they said is that first of all, like the highest, because man was like more in the middle, but with girls is like very extreme. First is that he has to know what he wants, like decisive, the guy who is exactly clear with what he wants to do. Second thing is sense of humor, and another three is that he's supposed to be sensitive, intelligent, and handy, kind of being able to deal with stuff. And this is fascinating because it's like I think that one of the things that we need to understand is that the problem that we have with this kind of subject, or the thing that we question, what do we really want from others, and how is that impacting us, and it comes from the place that we find ourselves in. Sorry, I'm just gonna switch over the phone because I don't want the to be heard in microphone, and somebody will call or send me a message or something. So we having issues with that because if you never had a relationship with anyone, you feel like maybe you're like 15 or 20 probably not, but if you're a young person, you don't know how to be in a relationship, start a relationship, it might be not clear. But if you're older, I find many people that this is fascinating. Many of us who had been in relationships, we still got issues with that, and I assume it happens because if you were hurt, let's say if your relationship kind of uh, broke down and and collapsed, and you don't know how to react because you don't there was no closure on the relationship, then you don't really know what to expect. Why this whole thing fall apart, and what does she want or she wanted from me that wasn't there, that it all fall apart. And this is one of the subjects that my wife pushed me towards, and I'm gonna probably record it in next few days. How to deal with end of relationship, and what's on how to deal with that if you really want to leave the relationship, or so I'm going to talk about it more. But I think this whole not ability to see what we really want comes from or your negative experience with a relationship, or your inability or your lack of experience with it. But if you look close enough, the three things that both groups of people that he asked answered is basically the same thing. And from my perspective, this is very clear. But maybe because I'm in a happy relationship, I'm not in emotional distress because of that. So if you look close enough, first thing that men said is that she has to be loyal. What does it really even mean? And we know that if we want a girl, we want a girl who's not going to cheat, And if she made the decision that she wants to be in a relationship, she's going to be loyal to that. And if something's go wrong, she'll try to fix it, and we'll try to figure it out how to deal with this. So the first thing in men is for her to be loyal. But if you look close enough in what ladies said, they said that they want a guy who is decisive, who know exactly what he wants. Which is, if you put yourself in a position of ladies that he probably asked this question, he is living in Poland, so there's like more traditional way to approach their relationship. But it says basically the same thing. She wants to be sure that if the guy decided to be in the relationship, that he's gonna be there. He's not gonna quit in a month or two because he found another girl or something. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the same thing. You want her to be loyal, and she wants you to be decisive and to keep your promise that if you decide that you're gonna be in the relationship, this is exactly what you're gonna do. The same thing. The second thing that we saw both in men said that she's supposed to be. Let me just check what was the second one. But in both of the cases, because the points was not really conclusive which one is first, which one is second. But in guys, the second one, no, they're all the four points was put to all of them. So the second thing, I'll compare it because in ladies that was higher. So we said that she's supposed to be smiling or she's supposed to be happy, and they said that we're supposed to have sense of humor, which is basically the same thing. Because it's like so obvious. You want someone who, when they decide to be with you, they're gonna stay that way, and they're gonna work on it to make it all work. Second, you want them to have sense of humor because you want to be able to have a great time with them. It's like you want to be able to be happy. You want this whole thing to be amazing experience, and there's no possibility to make that happen if we are not able to be happy, to smile, to laugh, to enjoy this whole thing this way. Because if someone is completely depressed all the time, it's not going to be a fun experience. Let's say it straight. So that's why you've got someone who's loyal or someone who is decisive. Second, someone who is able to be happy and enjoy this whole thing. And third thing, let me just see. Yeah, the second for ladies was sense of humor, and third was sensitive, intelligent, and handy. So handy is basically the same thing. Maybe not the same thing as decisive, but this way or the other, we said that. Let me see. We said that she's supposed to be intelligent, and they said that he has to be sensitive, intelligent, and handy. So basically, they want you to be intelligent and be able to prove it by being handy and being sensitive, because sensitivity is kind of derivative of intelligence, at least from my point of view. So again, we're basically saying the same thing. We want someone who decided to be in a relationship and keeps that word or keep that promise or decision. Second, someone who's able to enjoy this whole thing by being happy and smiling and so on. And third, you want someone who's basically to be able to be intelligent, to be able to talk with, and have this thing like really stimulating. Because you don't want to be with someone who's completely, dumb or something. It's like, how's that supposed to be interesting if someone is not intelligent? So you want this person to be intelligent, or as they said, intelligent and being able to deal with stuff, or being sensitive, basically prove that intelligence in action. So this is kind of my view on that. We all want the same thing. Both sides want exactly the same thing. Be sure that if we decided to be together, that we're gonna be there. We're not gonna quit. Second, that we're able to be happy, that we're able to enjoy this whole thing. And three, that we're intelligent enough to make this whole thing happen. So it'll be stimulating and interesting experience. So I don't know, from my perspective, that explains the subject. We all want the same thing. So if you want to make your relationship happy, or if you're planning to to start one, maybe you're starting, you're trying to start a relationship or be with someone, you try to kind of find a way to get them hooked and tell them that got a crush on them or something. This is what you're supposed to do. the whole secret is to bring to their relation from your side exactly what you want from them. Be loyal, be happy, and be intelligent. So this is what I want you to take from this video. Don't overcomplicate life. Everything is simple. Give what you want and you'll be able to make it through. So I don't know how, what else can I say? Maybe just one thing, something to think about, maybe something that I probably could record a video about, is that if you have this kind of approach, remember one thing: they don't know until you tell them. It's funny game to be able to, or to have to guess. But if you are loyal, if you are intelligent, if you are funny and happy, tell them that this is what you want, and tell them that this is what you want to bring, and tell them that this is exactly what you like from them as well. And if you bring this to a relation and prove it, you will make it. You'll make it work. So again, think about it and do something about it, because there's no sense. Tell them about it, because there's no sense in overcomplicate these things. We all want the same thing. And that's it. So if you like this video, or if you didn't, comment and give me a shout. What you think of all of it, and if there's anything you want me to record about, give me a shout. I'll be glad to do it for you. That being said, again, all the best, and see you tomorrow.